Welcome to another part of Jak X. This time we're going through with a circuit race because we are now beginning the Red Eco Cup. So, are you ready? Because we are now going to begin and we're going to be using the Road Blade for this one because it's the racing car essentially of this game.
Welcome, race fans, to another turbocharged season of high-stakes, high-speed racing. As usual, yours truly, GT Blitz, will give you a pit row view of all the action as the best racers of the world swap paint in their quest to claim the Crash City Grand Championship Trophy. In the end, only one wheel jockey will claim the prize as the greatest racer in the land. And we'll be here to cover all the thrills, chills, and spills. The season's first race kicks off in a few minutes, so stay tuned and keep those engines humming.
The first race.
I fear this affair will end badly. A wise man once said, be watchful of those in front of you, but beware of those behind.
What wise man said that?
I did.
Look, none of us is happy about this, but we might as well make the best of it.
My father provided everything we need to win. One of us can do it if we all...
Your father got us into this mess, so zip it before I come over there and play daddy.
Well, well, I was told we had some fresh wax rookies this year, but I had to eyeball it for myself. GT Blitz is the name. I'm the Crash City Racing Commissioner and star of the highest syndicated sports event on the planet. I just came by to wish you luck and to skid down a few rules. No side bets, no cheating, no rule breaks or we'll break you. You in gear? This is show business, boys and girls. Only the best racers move up to the bigger events, so make me happy and make the crowd scream.
Let's race.
Welcome to the first race of the season. Let's see who's got the tread to win it all.
So this is the first race of the game in Spargus City from the third game. And, yeah, I said before, this is basically like a sort of CTR, maybe Nitro Kartish sort of deal. And it's essentially just going to be a kart racer, essentially. Except with actual cars, not really karts. But it plays the same way. You got weapons, you know, you're going to be doing circuits. It's very arcadey, very gamey. And the AI is kind of bullshit in some cases, so yeah. I'm now going to explain every single weapon in the game and what they're going to be like while going through this. So first of all, the missiles, which are the best weapon of the game. They will always directly hit enemies no matter how far they are. And if you get that constantly, it's a godsend because it can go very far and target them at a very far distance. The second best is the machine gun. It has 50 shots, and it will nail down the enemies real quickly. Especially when you got Dark Eco on, it will turn into essentially a more powerful, sort of evil railgun in a way. It's more powerful. In Dark Eco, the missiles become 4 missiles, and they will fuck shit up much more easily. The next weapon is that one you just saw there, the orb, which will follow in to the first player and kill them instantly unless they have the shield, which I'll go about the shield and such later on. But yeah, that is basically the blue shell of the game. It will attack any enemy in its way, and even if you get a Dark Eco boost out of it, it doesn't really change, so it's basically the same thing no matter what. The next weapon is essentially the worst weapon in the game, the grenades. I mean, it does its business. It brings out a few grenades. With the Dark Eco mode, it brings out a few more grenades, it's more damage. But for the most part, the grenades suck, and you're never going to find them that good. Also, you're going to die a lot. Which, by the way, there's a point system, in case you forgot. And for every death, you lose 500 points. 500 orbs, so be careful. Anyway, essentially, the grenades suck, and you want to get rid of them as soon as possible, because they're not going to help you that much. And that is, for the most part, all of the weapons for the yellow eco side. The red eco side is a bit more, but they're more for the defensive. The best one in defensive is the shield, obviously. Because it will protect you from everything. It'll protect you from not only missiles, but also from the blue ball of death. So no matter what, you will always survive a bit. With normal shield, it just protects you for a few seconds. With Dark Eco, if you drive into any enemy, it pretty much kills them instantly. The worst red weapon in the game is the smoke. It doesn't do shit. It brings a lot of smoke. It does not block your view. It does not block the AI's view at all. It's worthless. And even with Dark Eco, all it does is electrify the smoke, and that does barely any damage, so it sucks. Now, the usual you'll probably get is the mines, as you saw from the tutorial. Those were, like, saw the mines, the spikes. They attach to the vehicle, and essentially, you can get rid of them by jumping, but if you don't jump, they will stay attached and you will die, or lose a lot of health at least. With Dark Eco on, essentially, it will be a normal mine, and it will explode on impact. Now, some of the rest of the red eco weapons later on when we get into the next race, because we have won the first race of the game. So, you'll see there's a large power slide thing, longest hang time, kills, there's some more guys popping in, there's the deaths, how many people died, and yeah, score, essentially the time. The score will change depending on what the score needs to be. First, let's get you 5,000 at least, kills up to 100 each time. The rest is kind of, you know, differentiated, and the last 150 when you get death.
You saw it here, folks. At least those of you who didn't die yawning or switch to the brand channel. An unknown driver wins his first big race in lackluster fashion. So, tell us what happened out there. Were you frightened?
No.
Well, wait till you race against the big-name drivers.
It gets worse.
Much. Think you can handle it?
Give him a break!
I'll take that as a no or no comment. And with that, let's take it down to Greaser in Pit Row. That's a wrap. Listen, I'm not getting much smoke off you guys. I need more spin, more heat. Ratings were down 13 points on that last race. Not happening. If you want to get into the club, you gotta win a lot more and you gotta win big. Accumulate serious points and maybe I'll give you another interview. If you're still around. Well, look what the lucky winners won.
Get ready about the docks, be watchful of track obstacles, you'll find yourself in with the fishes. Pretty self-explanatory, it's loading docks.
We have a winner!
Dirty Trek's the name of the game in this tough and tumbled arena. Go dust the competition at Dirt Stadium. So yeah, we now have some more tracks, and we are going to be doing, they're both in Cross City, we'll be doing the loading docks first.
This is a death race, Jak, and it's one of the crowd's favorite events. The object of this challenge isn't just to race, but also to take out as many other cars as you can before time runs out. You get points for each vehicle kill. No, it's not pretty, but you've got to do this to qualify for later events. Just keep moving and keep shooting. Remember, you'll earn higher points in each lap. On your second lap, you'll get double points per kill, and on your third, triple points. So it's best to race fast and get to the higher laps as early as you can.
Death Race is a unique one when it comes to Jak X compared to any other sort of game. Before we go into this, you know, you see all the stats here? I'm never going to touch these the entire game, okay? Until the very end when you get the trophies, I'm never touching stats. You're always playing by the default. So keep that in mind when we get to later shit because it will get crazy. But when it starts off with this shit, everything is built around the stats you get for each car. So for this, this is one of the easier modes to deal with. And all you have to do here is just kill. And as Kira said, you know, when you get further in and you get a lap done, you get a multiplier. For the most part, if you're lucky, it will be a 2-time. But in the early stages, you will almost never actually get that lap unless you just rush it so fucking fast. And even then, you'll only get a few kills out of it. So I recommend using the combo thing here. For every combo, you get more points out of it. So, you know, you should try getting combos more than just relying on the lap shit, honestly. Because these tracks can be pretty long, and unfortunately, you're not going to have that much time to take care of a lap in order to get shit done. Also, be careful of trains, because trains can kill. Now, what's interesting is that in the ones where you have to destroy motherfuckers, you do have a machine gun by default. It is weaker than the yellow version, like it's about half weaker essentially, but it's still useful, and you'll find real good use out of it for the most part in this kind of mode and shit. But yeah, you can see the grenades really do not help out. Try to get rid of them as much as possible and get some good shit like missiles. So, all we have to do here is just kill until we get the gold. There will always be a gold requirement as far as it can go, and for this one it's 110, which is pretty easy for this mode. One of the trophies, I believe, is to get 200 of these motherfuckers killed. Not 200 points, but 200 cars killed, which will require quite a bunch of killing. Luckily for this first race, getting the lap is pretty easy, and obviously you will get this done very quickly. You should not fail to get a gold here unless you really suck. And if you fail to get a gold here, you're fucked, because you are gonna get lucky to make it through this cup, and then when we get to the final cup, you are fucked for good, because there's no way you're gonna get that yellow cup. There's no way you're gonna get that last cup. You are fucked if you can't even get a gold here. And I'm dead. And yeah, I thought of the wording beforehand, but every death gets rid of 50 points, not 100. The 100 points you get added on for every kill, which it does exist here in this one. And each one has different requirements. Usually it's like a hang time and a power sliding thing. That is the optional stuff. And they don't give you that much, but they exist. But it's mainly going to be the score, avoiding death, and just getting kills up the fucking ass. So yeah, 278 points, and there you go. See, 98 kills. Pretty easy, huh?
You know, except for a little rash in the nether regions, I feel fine. Maybe Crew was bluffing about the whole poison thing.
I had the bottle analyzed. There were traces of black shade at the bottom, a rare and deadly plant found in the wasteland. We were poisoned, all right.
Father, never cut corners. Trust me, it's the real deal.
Never fear! When the going gets tough, Jack will get us out of it.
We're just gonna have to win the whole thing.
Against those lunatic racers out there? What are the odds?
You don't want to know.
No offense, guys, but I'm not going to trust my life to anyone but me. Just stay out of my way. I'll win.
Well, somebody here had better win, or I'm gonna be very pissed and very dead.
Man, so much story. And now we got a hood. So yeah, we'll begin some modifications for our car, which I'll show. The Seaport Strip is a great place for fun in the sun. Stay sharp and watch your lines, or you'll end up in the drink. Seaport Strip is ours now. Okay, so we're going to be actually doing the arena stuff now, which we're going to cross city into the Dirt Stadium to begin. And just kidding, we're going to Sparkle City again for another... Nah, I'm kidding again. We're doing Dirt Stadium.
This is a death match, Jack. It's combat to the death between you and other drivers in an arena. There's no mercy here, no place to hide. It's just head-to-head combat and survival of the fittest. The driver with the most kills at the end wins the match. There are no points for second place. Good luck.
We're doing Dirt Stadium because I want to show off the other car, which is the Basher, which is the battle car, essentially. Any car that has the most armor, use it only things like death matches and such. Any car that has focus on speed, use it solely for races. The game basically sets this shit up so that you will be using it in that manner every time. Okay, so let's start with the other weapons, shall we? For the red ammo, the oil slick, it has its moments. It's pretty neat. But the Dark Eco version of the oil slick is amazing in the race, at least. On here, not so much. It puts fire onto the oil slick, which will fucking murder the AI super good. If you put them in good spots, it kills them over and over and over again, infinitely almost. It's amazing, and it's broken as shit. You have like a hovering turret as well. In Dark Eco, I believe it goes on for longer, does more damage, but for the most part, it'll be around for like a few seconds, like a minute, and it will protect you by shooting a machine gun bullets at enemies. It does a good amount of damage, and it's pretty useful. Another one is the actual turret, the ground turret. This one is amazing on the races. Again, not too much on the stadiums and such. It'll just be there in a spot you put it in, and it will shoot any enemy that passes by. Dark Eco versions do a fuck ton more damage, and they will screw motherfuckers up bad. Also, you can get Dark Eco from getting shot and such, so if you're lucky and you get very low on health, you can recover all of your health instantly by a Dark Eco boost. Keep that in mind. The best way of dealing with that is to have about, like, about more than half, maybe, of Dark Eco. And then as soon as you're about to die, it just, boom, fucking brings your health back instantly, like so. It's a great lifesaver thing. But yeah, I'm getting screwed. But don't worry, I'll get the gold anyway. Because the AI in the death matches aren't too good. I mean, Ashlyn is showing the opposite. Obviously, she's at 8 now. But they don't always get lucky. They usually get kind of dumb. And because of that, I can fuck this shit up easily. See, I like to jump around a lot in place. Which does not help, by the way. Defenses can get in the way, unfortunately. You need to get a good mass speed to break them. And yeah, there's the turret. You can, like, run into them if you want to. They can do damage, though. Be careful of that. It's just depending on how fast you are, really. So, yeah. This is the death match. And it's as it says. You killed the most enemies, the maximum being 10, or as far as you can go in the allotted time given. Which, for the most part of almost all of these, you will get the requirement if you do good. Otherwise, the AI will kick your ass before the time runs out. Sometimes you get lucky and it'll just be a timer-only thing. Other times, it's just, you know, get the fucking 10 kills or whatever and end it immediately. There you go. So yeah, it's always set amount of deaths, so you're not gonna get too much. Like, right here, I'm obviously going to get only 100. So yeah. No, I mean 1,000, I'm sorry. Well, there you go. That's deathmatch. And not only did we, you know, take care of that bullshit, but now I'm gonna go ahead to Haven City, in which I can do that, or I can go to Crash City and go to the Seaport Strip for another race thing, or Spargus, and I'm gonna choose Crash City of the Seaport.
This is a Crash City street track.
Actually, no, I'm going to, Spargus. Yes, Spargus.
This is a freeze rally, Jak. Racing fast isn't the most important thing in this trial. You also have to hit the time freezers to stop the clock and get the lowest time. Running into each freezer will halt the clock for a set amount of seconds. The more you freeze the clock, the lower your overall time will be. Some freezers are worth more time than others, so pick your path wisely. Beat the lowest times to win. Good luck!
You know how I brought up CTR, you know, Crash Team Racing? This is one of those moments where the developers obviously took notes from that game because this is essentially the time trial shit. All you have to do is get through 2 laps, usually, of a track as fast as possible. Also, this is the game lagging, not my video. This is how bad the port is. This is the port on the PS4. If you play on actual PS2, this will never happen. Anyway, the way this works is exactly as it works in CTR. You'll see, like, you know, time boosts essentially that save time for you by freezing the timer for you. Depending on, like, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, or 10 seconds. And if you get all of them, you get 10 seconds removed from your total time at the end. So obviously the best goal to, you know, think of is get every single one of these freeze timers and get to the end of this as fast as possible. As long as you do that, you will win. You will get the gold, because not only did you go by real fucking fast, you also got every single one of these. So for the most part, you're fine. Now, unlike CTR, where it can be pretty forgiving, and you can go backwards and such, get shit, in Jak X, they punish you for doing that. If you go backwards far enough, it will instantly kill you. So, yeah, you don't want to miss any in Jak X. It's more strict here than it is in CTR, and it's a bit less fun overall because of that. For the most part, though, it really is just the CTR time trial thing. So, you know, the relic runs. So, yeah, just pretend like it is CTR relics, and the gold here is sort of your platinum, or your gold, or whatnot. And just aim to get all of these times, all these little pickups that freeze the timer, and don't die, and you'll be fine. So, yeah. And make sure to always boost. Always fucking boost. And use the slide too to get more boosts. Oh, and use pickups in like the twosome sort of deal. Either by going in between and getting it just right, or if you're going for a turn deal, essentially getting... Essentially getting 2 of them in one go before you go for the turn. You know, if you do that, you'll be fine then. So yeah, this... I have nothing more to really say about the freeze rally shit. It really is just the CTR relic runs. So, if you know your shit with that, it's not really that much different here in Jak X. It's kind of the same shit. It's just more strict and a bit more basic in a way. It's also more easier than CTR. Just saying. CTR's one is a tough motherfucker, whereas this one is actually a bit more forgiving and still kind of unforgiving. Okay, so I'm gonna get this out of the way right now. One of the biggest problems with this port is the steering. It's the physics. If you play the original PS2 version, whether it be the Europe version, the PAL version, or the American version. And yeah, there, see? See what I mean about that? There is a trick to getting it, though, even if that does happen, but it won't come until much later. But yeah, I'm trying my best not to miss any of these, and it is, you know, costing me time and some points. But yeah, in the original PS2 version, whether it be the American version or the Europe version, the steering's fine. It's not too bad. It doesn't bump it a lot, and, you know, you steer pretty much fine, even if it's a little slippery. But in this game, in this version, it's fucked. And yeah, 10 bonus seconds. 10 seconds removed. That's how it works. So, yeah. And by the way, there's another cutscene waiting for us, as well as another part, and this.
You're facing a Grand Prix qualifier, Jak. In addition to season standings, you must earn a gold medal in each qualifying race in order to be invited to the big Grand Prix events.
Yeah, we're now doing a red qualifier. So, it's a circuit race with the Deathdrome, obviously using the road blade. I'm going to put the, you know, the customizable on this right now. Actually, no. We're doing the race right fucking now. Enjoy your cutscene.
Oh no! Here comes old Tingrin himself!
You newbies are finally going to see what I've been talking about all along. What makes this the most watched sport in the world? Ultimate speed and complete danger. I hope you didn't eat breakfast this morning, or you'll find it all over your suit later.
We're not afraid, right, Jak? Right, Jak? Hey! Say some hero stuff!
Welcome to one of the fastest tracks in the world. This is the Death Drome. Many people have died on those lanes, chasing a sad dream. Make the crowd scream for me! Good luck. You'll need it. More than I need ratings.
Don't worry, I'll go through all the customizables later on. It's just not right now. Okay, so... the qualifiers. Usually they're just normal races. They're just like the normal race types. And that's it. Also, my recording does fuck up a little bit. Unfortunately. Because I had to do some long recordings. But... yeah, this is the Death Drome. It is a very fucking big level. It's probably the biggest level in the game, actually. And, yeah, it's a long one. For the most part, it has its use, though, in a certain way. And also, you just saw I had the shield. I'm obviously going to be safe from that fucking death trap there. Yeah, use your red ammo strategically. If you see missiles coming, keep a red on you at all times and disactivate it. And if it's going for you and you're going straight for a red, however, the best option... oh, by the way, you want to see the fucking fire? You want to see the fucking fire? It's beautiful.
I'm gonna jack you up.
Yeah, you see what I mean with the race shit? About the AI? It's good, eh? You should see in later on in the game, in this fucking Let's Play, where I just put it in such a place where it does fuck a certain AI up bad. Keeps them on a loop almost. It is a broken weapon. And you might think it's the best out of the red weapons, that fucking spiky, fiery fucking oil spill. It's not. Because the shield's better. Because it's supposed to be a protective thing, not an attacking thing. And as a protective spot, the shield does amazing work. Obviously. But, yeah, that's a nice weapon too. But yeah, for the most part, obviously, you know... oh yeah, there we go. I had to get my comeuppance, didn't I? Oh yeah, I forgot about this. This is the boost. This red attack is not even an attack. It just gives you infinite boost for 40 seconds. And I don't think it ever changes, even if you get the like the purple eco, the dark eco. I'm pretty sure that stays the same regardless. It's useful as a saving mechanism for if you last or whatever, and you need that boost. Otherwise, it's just kind of throwaway, so it's not that useful. And I believe that should be all the weapons in this game. So yeah, that should give you a gist of how big the weapons are in this game, and kind of how useful and also useless they are.
Nothing but a fireball.
So, this is Jak X, and it's gonna be this for the rest of the game.
Another big collision.
You might be thinking, I'm going to get fucked, right? No. Because the AI has the dumbest rubber banding in the game. And I believe this rubber banding does exist in the actual game. So, yeah, it's not a port thing. The AI really is just like rubber banding shit. Also, look at that power slide. That power slide got me a trophy. Keep that in mind. That was an accidental power slide too, which is again part of the fucking physics problem of this port, because you slide so much more easily in this fucking game in an uncontrollable sense compared to the original PS2 versions where it's a bit more fucking, like, strict. It's a bit more tight. Whereas this one is loose as shit. For some fucking reason, when they were porting this game, they made all the controls floaty as fuck. And it's really screwed things up bad. It's the biggest problem with this game. And I'm playing it because it's harder to do it here. You know, this is kind of the hard version of Jak X in a way because of the problems. Anyway, here's all the stats. I've been in it. I've gone first. And, yeah. We're gonna go ahead. See that explosion right fucking there. It's pretty neat. I didn't even show him. Fuck him. Okay. So, that's gonna do it for this part. And I would go ahead and end it on the Iceland, because we got the Icebound Citadel.
How about a wonderful little death race through the lovely and scenic Marauder Fortress? It's a great place for big power slides and even bigger fireballs. So lay those mines wisely. Have fun killing the competition!
But, fuck them. We're gonna be doing it. We're gonna do the next part with this instead.
This is an artifact race, Jak. You'll need to collect as many artifacts as you can, and the one with the highest count wins. When an artifact appears, get there first and it's yours. Of course, there'll be lots of competitors out there, so you'll have to be the fastest and the smartest if you want to win. But I know you can do it.
Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time for some artifacts.